Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Thursday, April the 12th, and welcome to our video commentary. You know, we've had 2 days of the CEO of Facebook before Congress, before the Senate first, and then before the House. And it's interesting to see the reaction. It seems like most of the Democrats were concerned about privacy, and most of the Republicans were concerned about censorship. That's at least the way I took it. I didn't see every segment, but the ones that I saw circulating on the internet certainly led me to think that that was the way that it went down. And I think the privacy issue is one that, as I've said before, I think everybody kind of knew, at least I did, that if you put that much information in a public file or in the database, like Facebook, where people could access and see who you are and what state you live in, how old you are, what your marital status is, and so on, that, I think that eventually you would surrender some of your privacy by having that much information out there. So I'm not really surprised that people would use Facebook information to sell us products or whatever. I mean, I would see these ads on the right-hand column, and obviously those ads were being targeted to whatever your likes or dislikes or age group or profession or political affiliation, whatever. Those ads were clearly being used, or the information in Facebook and the database was clearly being used for that. So I guess I'm not really surprised that that went on. I think the big problem for Facebook is the question of credibility. The fact that it's very clear right now to anybody, especially after the 2 days before Congress, that there was censorship going on in Facebook, and that they didn't do a very good job of monitoring, or at least of being balanced, if you will, about that censorship. Now, every time that this whole question of censorship came up, Mr. Zuckerberg always had the same answer. Well, we don't want to publish terrorism, and we don't want violence and profanity. Well, we all agree on that. We all agree on that. I don't think anybody disagrees with that objective. But it's when you get into a more refined kind of censorship, and Diamond and Silk, these two African-American young women, is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I mean, their page was deleted, I guess because in the opinion of the Facebook management, they were a threat to the community or something like that, which I think is ridiculous. They have 1 million followers, so somebody's watching it. But, did they ever take down, for example, a liberal version of Diamond and Silk? I don't think so. Senator Cruz brought up, for example, that did you ever bring down a page from Planned Parenthood? But at the same time, they have indeed brought down pages of Catholic groups, and for example, the Appreciation Day for Chick-fil-A a couple of years ago, they brought that down because they didn't think that was proper. So I think that Facebook, that's the problem they face. They have a credibility problem, and I think that eventually the marketplace is going to take care of that, because I see some competition to Facebook coming, and it's going to come in the form of different social media sites where they're going to be a lot more open to people who think like I do with a more conservative point of view. And I think you're going to see people move into those sites and actually reach people through those sites. So I think that's the real threat to Facebook, and that's why I continue to say that I think Facebook will be in decline over the next couple of years and may very well disappear as we know it. There may be some kind of Facebook that survives, but I think that the social media giant that we've all participated in, I just don't think that's going to make it. I think that's eventually going to disappear. And the biggest reason it's going to disappear is not because of privacy. Some people are offended by that, and that's fine. But I think it's because of the over-the-top and just terrible type of censorship that they engaged in, particularly against people like me who are conservatives or have a Republican point of view. And that's where I think their biggest problem is down the road. Thank you for watching. We have all of these over at YouTube. We have them on Twitter, and we also have them on my blog. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later. Beautiful day here in North Texas. Absolutely beautiful day. Spring is here, and that's a wonderful thing. Bye-bye.